Hey, Hebrew fans, this is Todd. Let me get my lights turned on here. Turn on your heart light. Do do do. There we go. Oh, my iPad's blocking the light. Oh, now I'm knocking over figures. Oh, okay. So yesterday I told you I was gonna do some touch-ups on this beast man, and I started to come in this room and started first off by cutting off the things that was hanging off of his loincloth. This is driving me crazy. I know they're probably supposed to be there for the movie. You'll notice in the description I called them live in 4 hours. What? It's supposed to be live now. That's why no one's here. Anyway, um, I don't know why it said live in full of 4 hours. I set it for 7 o'clock. Weird. Strange. Let me check the volume. Okay, cool. The volume's working. All right, we'll see who ends up joining us. Hey, Charles, thanks for joining us. I'm not sure why the time was all messed up, but glad you're here. And if you don't know what dingleberries are, look them up online. That will give you the description of what a dingleberry is. It has to do with things that are stuck in your hair. Things that are stuck in your hair in a certain place on your body. And so I thought it was kind of close to that, so that's why I called it dingleberries. Anyway, so with that, let's go ahead and start painting this guy. So my first thought was I was going to take and just put black paint on him and stick it all over where these lines are. And then afterwards, take and rub it off with a paper towel so that we end up with just the lines inside filled with the black. So I'm going to go and get them ready for this. Are you ready for this, beast man? Dude. I want you to hold up your loincloth here on the sides. Good thing he has gripping hands on both sides. It's funny, earlier today I did switch this hand out to be the slapping hand, but I'm glad now I changed it back so he can hold up his sides for us. That worked out good. I'll move his sword over here. And let's get some black paint on here. And let's see how this works. Hey, Imperial, thanks for joining us. Hey, Lockstrife, thanks for being here. Doing a curse. Oh, look at that black paint going in there. All right, let's go ahead and dab this on here. I was hoping my lights would be charged by now. I have another light somewhere. I have 3. I have 2 charging right now, but I don't know where the third is because I just rearranged this room late last week and I haven't found everything yet. But anyway, we'll go ahead and just go without the extra light for now. Once it charges, I will grab it and we'll go. I guess I could have pulled this armor off. Oh, I guess you can't. Okay. All right, now that I got that on there, yeah, I'm going to have to grab a light. I guess I'll just use it before it's done charging. Let the other one charge all the way, though. There we go. You can see my mess. And I got a paper towel here. We'll just get it a little bit wet, and then we will wash off all the high points. Whoa, I got that way too wet. Drip some of that out. And let's see how careful I can be about doing this to just wash off the top surface layer of that black paint. There we go. It's looking pretty good. Pretty good there. Now I did get a little bit too much cleaning going on there. So I'm going to just reapply a couple little spots right here along these edges here. Very carefully. There we go. I feel like I'm painting Spider-Man or something. Spider-Man. Spider-Man. There we go. That looks mighty cool. Look at the difference between these two legs. Ooh, ah. All right, on to the next one. On to the next leg. Get a leg up on the competition. I think I'm just going to use a small brush this time. You know what? I like the big brush better. Just slop that on there. I was going to wash most of it off. Gonna wash that gray right out of my hair. It's not gray, it's the black paint. Oh, oh. Don't be letting go of that, man. You have one job to do there, Beast Man. One job, sir. And again, I cleaned off a little bit too much on this, so we're going to go through and add a little bit more in those fine lines. But not too shabby. It's funny, my son was just asking me how to do this just the other day. He was working on a log cabin for his son. He goes, Dad, how do you do that? So I sent him a video on some of the stuff I've done. I know, I probably should have gone over there and helped him. I was busy. That looks good. I think I'm going to end right there. Look at that. Oh, yeah. A little bit more washing up here on this spot. All right. So those are filled in the way I wanted. They're looking rather nice. Now I want to do the same thing up here on these shoulder pads. But these shoulder pads are removable. So I'm going to pull his head off first. Off with his head. And we're going to pull these shoulder pads off. And are they labeled? Yep, R for right. This one's probably L for left, or not marked at all, as we saw with the wristbands. Yep, it's got an L. Give me an L. L. Dun, 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 dun. All right, we're going to use the same technique. This one has a lot of spots to clean it up, though. We have all these little cool details in here, as well as the large spots on there, too. So it's like they might have done some weathering already, but not enough for my taste. All right. Yep, it's got paint all around my microphone. I'm using the big brush again. That little brush is not working for what I want. We'll just coat this whole thing. Then we'll do a wash on it with some water. And just clean off all the high points, leaving all those cool crevices filled with black. And just like before, I got spilling the paint. I got a little carried away on the cleaning, so let's go ahead and repopulate that. Those little areas here on this side. It was funny when my son was done painting the cabin. He calls me up and goes, Dad, I now know I hate painting. And I said, yeah, yep. I totally get it, kiddo. Totally get it, which is why I sell my painted stuff for so much, and the non-painted I sell for okay price, because I am not a fan of painting either. That looks really good. Let's check out the difference. Where's the other one? There it is. So check out the difference between the one I just painted and the one I didn't paint yet. Way cool. All right, let's go ahead and do this side. Now we know what we're doing. Just coat the whole thing with black. Oh, I got some on the horn. Now let's hurry and wash it off. All right, here we go. Here we go. That looks righteously cool. Sorry, I can't see look at your guys' comments right now because I'm trying to paint this. There we go. Just a little bit of touch up on these spots that got missed. They don't want to get missed. I just accidentally washed them a little too much. A little too much washing there. Oh, I did a better job on the first one, the second, but they do look way better. All right, now for our next exciting wash. This one is going to be a light brush wash over all the blue. It's just a little bit too shiny for me. Too shiny? So I have some black wash here. Let me grab a cowboy hat. Hold on a second. No, I don't want a black one. I'll grab this white cowboy hat here. Let's go ahead and put some black wash in there. 2 drops of black wash. Do you use any gloss on your customs? Eric, that's a great question. It depends on what I'm doing. Sometimes I do use some gloss on it. Very rarely, though, do I use gloss on my parts. I might use a one that's not quite as shiny as straight gloss. Like I might use a satin finish. If you're going to do eyeballs or certain parts are supposed to be glossy, then yes, I'll use gloss on it. But if the part's not supposed to be glossy, then I'll use a lot of matte. Sometimes I'll take my matte and I'll spray it all over and then just take my gloss paint and do a spray from really far away just to give it a little bit of sheen, but not a lot. So once in a while I'll do that. There we go, mix some water in there. Now we'll just lightly brush over the top of this blue. There we go. And it's just enough just to give it a little bit of look that I'm looking for. So it's just not quite so shiny. And it just looks way too new. Move your hand out of the way, man. There we go. It's looking pretty good. See, it just kind of just dulls it just a little bit, but yet just makes it look like it's been aged a little bit. All right, let's go ahead and do his last spot here. His last side. Let's go do the back too. Oops, sorry you guys, I'm out of camera. So let's go ahead and just keep painting this. And now let's paint the back right here. Now I was thinking it might be kind of cool just to hit the fur a little bit, just to give it a little bit of texture to it. Just a little bit here. There we go. All right, that's looking pretty good. Now it's not doing a lot, as you can see, just a little bit. I don't know if you guys can see it in the camera or not, but it's just giving me just a little bit of texture looking to the fur and the armor. You know what, I'm going to put a little bit on the boots too. What the heck? Might as well make them have a little bit of texture looking to them too. You can't have him look too clean. He's Beast Man. Dun da da, dun da da da, dun da da, dun da da da, dun da da, dun da da, da 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 da, da 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 da. Oh yeah, that's looking really good. And it's just subtle. If I had another Beastman to compare it to side by side, you would see it is different. But as you watch me paint it, probably doesn't look much different. There we go. All done. And I think it looks way better. Way better. Way better. All right, let's get your guys' comments. See, Eric says, "Hey Todd, how was your day today? My day was great. Thanks for asking. Do you ever try model paints with your customs?" I do not. I used to use model paints, but it just seems to destroy the figures more than not when I tried to use them in the past. Let's see. Did you see my first comment? Yep, I did. Let's see. I used gloss on that Hordak throne and it came out good. Nice. Makes it look darker, has an evil look, also a little more realistic look from the Sledge Master. Thank you, Mr. Sledge Master. Todd, someone got into my... Oh, no. Yes, Charles, I will definitely be praying for you. That is awful, man. Make sure you contact the bank right away and let them know, too. Hopefully they can reverse it on you. Oh, yeah, Juan Solo says the same thing. Oh, under investigation. Good. Wow, 3 months. That's crazy, Juan Soto. Yeah. You're humming Superman song from the Sledge Master. Yes, yes, the Christopher Reeve Superman was a huge movie in my life when I was a kid. So, yes. All right, you guys, that is it. I guess I can pop his head back on. The paint should be just about dry. Washes dry pretty quick. There we go. I can still feel it's soft, but I think that looks just way better. No more dingleberries on his shorts. Nice black wash on his body. Just ever so subtle. Just enough to give it that feel of not completely clean. And a little bit of wash on his fur. Just to give it a little bit of texturing. And I think we are done. Dun, dun, dun. And I am pretty happy with that Beastman now. All right, you guys, thanks for watching. I have to go clean my paintbrush off. And in case you're wondering about the paint, this is the paint I use, Game Ink, for the wash. And then for the fill in the gaps, it was just simple Craft Mart paint. And that, oh, I didn't put the shoulder pads back on. I knew I forgot something. Take your head off again, man. Take your head off. Dun-dun-dun. Ugh. Let's make sure this has the R. It does. That does look way better. Oh, yeah. Look how much better those shoulder pads look now. Bam, 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 bam. All right, you guys. Beastman has been fixed. All right, you guys. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, tell your friends, and I will see you next video. Yes, good journey. Thank you, James. I appreciate it. The Sledge Master. All right. Bye now.